money wasn't really the driving force. Now, fast forward to today's generation, it's a whole new vibe. These young guns don't care how much they love you.
They don't care.
If it's not paying bills, bro, ain't doing it. Young guns today, there's social media, there's TikTok. So fame comes faster and free. And in that case, you no longer appreciate fame because it's.
You can just pick it up from
Yes.
nowhere.
So that I had bow legs, and they started to call me FUNNYBONE.
Oh,
Yes,
that's
so
where the name
started from.
Hello guys and welcome to the biggest show on the continent. It's Trending. My name is Pascal and Trending is that one-stop show for you that brings you everything, everyone, every conversation that is trending. One is short break right now, and when we return, the show continues, so stick around. Do not go nowhere. Welcome back to Trending. Trending is one that you need to actually understand because when we come on Trending, what we do for you is try as much as possible to make sure that you feel every moment. So the next 20 or 25 minutes is going to be a heated question session with one of your faves in the building. Today on the show, we have someone that has done over 20 years in the comedy industry. We talk about a legend. His name, all right, is FUNNYBONE in the building. Thank you so much for coming through
having me,
on
Pascal.
Trending.
Thank you for
FUNNYBONE comedy, real quick. When you started comedy, FUNNYBONE, how did you really know that, look, this is what I really want to do for myself?
The funny guy, in your circle, and your friends will tell you, "Oh, guy, you're funny. Oh, guy, you're funny. Guy, you're funny." That was like basically how it started for me. Then of course, church. Church was like my early startup point. Drama group in church.
Okay.
And then I got into secondary school. My friends saw that I had bow legs, and they started to call me FUNNYBONE.
Oh,
Yes,
that's
so
where the name
started from. Yeah, my bow legs in school.
but you don't have bootleg anymore right now.
So I think I put up some weight, and you don't really see it anymore.
Yeah,
But if I was
okay.
still lanky, you see it there. I knew that it was my thing. It was just there. I knew it. Friends, family. I was just that guy by the corner who would make fun of everything.
A young kid, a young FUNNYBONE when you started, and even when people started calling you the name FUNNYBONE, I know that psychologically, did it ever make you feel a certain type of way? Maybe you always thought about yourself like, man, these guys are making jest of me.
Not really, because honestly, back in the day, I was into lots of Nollywood films. So I thought I would end up being, an Nkemo War. When I grow older,
Yes.
a John Okafor, a Sam
Yeah,
Loco,
yeah,
because
yeah.
Those were like my early
Inspiration.
yes, things I saw on TV that inspired me. But I got into uni, came out, and boom, it was stand-up. I acted in school, so I do acting alongside comedy. Comedy has more of me than acting.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely,
Well, yeah,
absolutely.
it's just-
Over the years, you've done so much, all right, and I feel like it's actually really good because according to party rankings, like celebrate me, all right. And I
When
feel like
they're alive,
yes, yeah, exactly, and your life on Trending right now. Let's
Thank
just
you.
say, man,
Thank you.
you've done
Thank
so
you.
much.
Yeah,
Over 20
it's-
years in the industry, and you're
it's-
still going strong, still one of the biggest, bestest comedian Africa has ever seen.
It's-
And how will you say that is?
Long time coming, actually. Thank you for the accolades. Long time coming.
You deserve it. You deserve it.
Yeah, it's not just me alone. I have like OGs in the game who put me on. Jilos, I'll go for one. God bless him, good guy. Basket Mount, AY, Alibaba, Night of 1,000 Laughs,
Night
Papa
of 1,000
Williams.
Laughs, remember
Yeah,
that one.
those were like the early platforms that I used to sell my brand, and it's encouraging that after so many years I'm still doing this thing. I'm doing this actively, not just by the side. Like I'm still in the forefront, pushing it. It had its challenges. There are days I wanted to give up. There are days I'm like, oh man, I'm done with this thing. I'm not doing this anymore. Because funny thing is, I understood the business angle to comedy barely 6 years ago.
I beg your pardon?
I understood the business angle to comedy barely 6 years ago. So the entire time,
Wow.
It was passion. It was not for the money. It was passion. It was just me being true to my essence as a stand-up comedian. Me wanting to jump on stage and crack every bone,
just
break
make sure
every
everybody
ribs,
is.
get accolades, being applauded, and that was it for me at the time.
Wow.
Yes, so I barely, I understood the business angle like 6-7 years ago.
Absolutely.
And that was when I had to pause, rebrand myself.
Wow.
Like, okay, now, so now, let's now chase the paper. and leave their accolades.
So, for example, if you've spent 20 years, because you've spent more than 20 years. If you've spent, for example, say you've spent 20 years in the
14
was
was for the
just passion.
Yes.
Passion.
Whether I was paid or not, I didn't mind. I didn't care. I just wanted to jump on stage and do my thing.
Wow.
I was
yes, you
breaking
were.
every
Yes,
stage.
exactly. Yes, exactly. You've always acted broken stages.
I was just doing it for the passion. Up until I
Exactly.
was that, hey guys, slow down. After
But what happened during the breaking point when you realized that, oh my, let's say I don't need to waste time? Oh.
you know, life happens. You just grow older.
Was it when you got married? Was
Not
it about
really.
marriage?
It was way before marriage. Like you just grow older. You just get to a point where you say, guy, what's happening? Why am I doing this? I tell it to every other young comic, you know, when they come out, I just tell them, bro, ask yourself. You might not have 16 years like myself to question yourself. So ask yourself now, why am I in this? It's okay to love it, you know, to do this for art for art's sake. I understand. But in 20 years' time, your son, your kids, your wife, your kids, your family won't clap for you for art for art's sake. It's art for art's sake. Like,
Yeah,
it
they will
has
clap
to
for
pay
you
bills.
beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It was just age, you know, I grew older. I saw life from a whole different, you know, perspective. And again, things, you know, evolved. Because back in the day, the industry was about love. Come through, love. I could just holler two-face, love. Phase, love.
No.
P-Square, love. MI, love. The band, love. One Day Code, love. It was all, I do it for you because you're my person.
Yeah.
So at the time, money wasn't really the, you know, the driving force. Now, fast forward to today's generation, it's a whole new vibe. These young guns don't care how much they love you.
They don't care,
If it's
bro.
not paying bills, bro, I ain't doing it. So I'm saying to myself, bro, just try and readjust this ideology.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you
So try
going to
this
say that's the
happen.
reason why we had more artists, more musicians on comedy shows back then than now?
I said the shows. Anything now is money. Can we see? What's up? Let's hang out. What's up? How are you? What's up? Are you free on Monday? It's just the industry. It's just everything changed. We had a show early this year, January, Countdown Lagos. And Badu has said to me, bro, Omo, I remember those days where we say, man, 8 years ago, where you, this boy, you don't try, oh. I know that time where we shoot a motion video where you wanna come, on a day for me, funny, I don't go forget to. You know, and he had
Oh my God.
Yeah,
you mean
came-
Olamide?
Bado, he came from a show last year, All for Love. And he said to me, bro, if you don't forget, but I don't forget that day when you come through for me.
Wow.
Now, that's the industry that I met. At the time, it was all love. You know, Fino, it was all love. Now, Oguki love. These boys don't get joy. Oh. They no send. And if you try, they are quick to disrespect you instantly.
Yeah, I tell you, man. I tell you.
They don't care.
I tell you.
But you know,
it is what it is.
Gen
It is what-
Zs.
yeah.
ah,
Yeah, are you going to say the factor that concerns this really is the fact that majority of these new artists now don't have the virtue of gratitude?
I don't want to be on the spot.
No, I'm not.
Honestly,
I'm not.
yeah.
You're on trending now.
But I want to
I'm going
you
to
know,
try.
say it the way I say it. from
Yes,
where I
exactly.
stand.
No, now putting side by side, yeah. Like for example, look at what Bado did now.
Yeah.
Bado just literally came for your show out of what you did for him, like on a motor show. Motor show was 2011, 2012.
Yeah.
And 2025 or 2023 or 2024 is coming to tell you that, Omo, what you do for me that time, I don't forget to.
Yo, funny thing is, it was Fino that was on the show. So they were shooting a video for some Bado song that I did. And Fino said to Bado, Omo, I dey go FUNNYBONE show. You go like, they're like, FUNNYBONE? Oh yeah, make we go. A correct guy. And they both came to for me. Yo, see, they shut the show down. I didn't matter no more. The audience just said that the highlight was seeing a Fino and Bado
Olamide.
perform again after so many years. It's Bado also doing a show in Lagos after like 2, 3, 4 years. It's tough. Oh. The young guns today, there's social media, there's TikTok. So fame comes faster and free. And in that case, you no longer appreciate fame because, you know, it's...
You can just pick it up from
Yes.
nowhere. Let's go back to the comedy industry, which was likes of you actually. We'll call you like the not pioneers really, because we had people before you
yeah.
who actually put likes of you on.
Yeah.
But it looks as though like these days, do you feel like the same thing that's happening in the music industry, like gratitude? There's no gratitude in the music industry right now that you already just plainly explained right now. Do you think it's the same thing that is happening in the comedy world with the new comedy young stars that are coming up?
Not really, because for comedy, mentorship is key. Even though now the young ones didn't enjoy that mentorship like we did enjoy it. Because back in the day, you'd have maybe a basket man having like 3 gigs on a Saturday, and he will call upon you, FUNNYBONE, help me go and cover this one. And for you to get that call from a basket man, Alibaba,
or AY, yeah,
like you're like, or a jealous, I'll be like, for this guy to find me worthy, we'll be plenty, but he saw just me. So then you're going to do it for the passion. Baba, pay me. Since he called you to do it, it means that after doing it, you link up to his audience, and from there they will know you and they'll start to call you. Yeah.
Oh, I think that's what happened to Basket and AY. Now, just thank you for knowledge. Thank you for knowledge. No, now, you don't think so, sometimes we are
back in the day,
yeah.
It was that, like, your phone is ringing, you're seeing Basket Mart number,
Oh,
you're
wow.
seeing Alibaba, you're seeing
Yes.
Ejilosago call you on the phone. You were buzzing like, oh my God, this OG, they call my phone. Hello, boss, what's up? How you feel on Saturday? Wow, there's a job I want you to do. Woo! It means that, so of all these years, this guy, they've seen you and they know that you are good. You do. So we learned from them. The mentorship was close. We learned how to speak crack from them because they did it with ease. And nowadays, the young guns don't really get that from. Because again, there are also too many. There are just too many of them. And how many can you actually mentor and carry along? So you just try and touch the few that you can touch, and hope that from that few it will spread down to the rest.
To the rest. You're correct. You're absolutely correct. We're going on a short break right now, and when we return, we're going to be talking to FUNNYBONE about skip. He was part of the early skip makers that literally started. We're going to be talking about that after we come back from this break. Do not go nowhere. It's still trending. Welcome back to Trending. I hope you're enjoying yourself at home because, of course, FUNNYBONE and I were actually doing so good here in the studio. Now, going back to the question I wanted to ask before we went on that break, we're talking about early skip makers who've got likes of you. We're part of you, Shaylo, and Basket Mount, Bobby, AY,
Julius.
what's the name of this that used to do press the egg? Ajebo.
Yeah.
You understand? We had a lot of early, but do you ever know that skip making was going to get this kind of momentum that is getting at this moment?
So skits always had its own vibe coming, because back in the day, what we do then was we do skits to promote our shows. So once you have a show, you gather your guys, you do a skit to promote the show. But the art form was strictly stand-up. But skit making was what, like, we do
a
it,
side piece.
yes, to push our shows. But it was not hardcore what we do, like, every now and then.
Yeah.
But these new guns, this is what they do for a living. Like, this is like their this is their morning, is their 9 to 5.
9 to 5,
They
yeah,
shoot
exactly.
morning, day,
after,
night,
yeah.
and that isn't my calling. And that is not, of course, bulk of my guys from my
From your set, your clique or your band. Exactly.
There's a lot to do with the mind, like, creating these jokes, writing them, being spot on, staying fresh in the businesses. It's the mental work is hard.
It's basking.
I'm not able to combine that with shooting skits every day on the go.
Yeah.
And I also act as well, like,
I know. Yeah,
I'm also like an actor. So imagine me merging skit making, acting, stand-up.
It's draining, mental drain. Yeah.
But I know that it's skit me and Shaylo, the Black Jesus skit.
Yeah, you did.
I may be wrong, but I think it's about the most viewed skit in Nigeria ever.
It is, and I will not lie to you. Like,
I post that skit every Easter. People still laugh till date.
Yes, exactly. You're correct. You're correct. Let's dive into your movie part. Doing a lot of movie. You've done movies with Ramsey Noah. Which movie would you say was the most problematic for you shooting?
I would say Tokumbo with Ramsey Noah last year was tough, because Ramsey is a very detailed person. I just wanted to work with him.
Yeah, I know.
I just wanted that on my CV, like, oh, I work with this guy.
Ramsey.
So you get on set and he's saying he doesn't like what he's saying. We strike and we all go home and come back the next
What
day.
you're on a set right now, for example,
He
I don't like
comes
what
and
I'm
say,
seeing.
This place don't go work. Let's strike it, and that's it. He will strike everything. But when I saw the movie, I understood why he made those choices. I understood why he was that detailed. I understood why he was thorough. There's a scene we shot for 2 days, same spot. So we shot from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. So we resume at maybe 11 p.m. Shoot from 12 a.m. to 6, to daybreak, go, come back again. And the entire scene in the film was just 5 minutes.
And you shot it for 2 days.
Yes. But when I saw the final work, I'm like, okay, yeah. Because it was about the lights, the rain. He was that detailed. So yeah, Tokumbo for me was stressful. Then I enjoyed Smash. Smash was one that got me my MVCA.
Yeah, in 2020.
2020. Yeah, it was just me being myself.
Yeah.
It was an Igbo comedy film. I was floating in my natural.
Yeah, your natural
space.
aura.
I wasn't acting. I was just being.
That's
myself.
just you, naturally.
I was being
that's
myself.
just
So it
you.
was easy. It came from the innermost part of my creative juice. I just let it flow and it was fun.
Man, it was fantastic. If you were giving, all right, hypothesis now. If you were
Thank you.
giving, if you were
They've
giving,
not given me. If they
you
give
were
me.
giving, if
Okay.
you were giving,
That's right. If they give me. Okay.
if you were giving
you,
100
sir.
million
Yes.
or 150 million,
That's
or 200 million
That's
naira.
even small. That's small scale.
That's small. Okay, maybe $1 billion naira for
Now
a
you're
movie.
talking. Yeah.
For a movie, and you spent 100 million naira.
That's unproblem now. That's not being fair to even the craft itself.
But I
1 billion and you spend the
and you 100 million.
You are mean. That's witchcraft. That's you literally being a witch. You know, this witchcraft, you don't need to fly at night. If your mind is not expanded, if you can literally use a job of 1 billion, you use 100 million to shoot it. My brother, even the witch will shout, Jesus, who is this? You are a ghost. But again, I'm not saying that's what they do.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that if we scale up, because our artists, their videos, TJ Mori took it to see
It
a
did.
whole new
It did.
level.
It did.
And it's working for them. So if we can scale up.
Welcome back to Trending. With me here is FUNNYBONE, the legend who's about to play some games. This is called One Kobo segment.
One Kobo.
So One Kobo means that I ask you a question and you give us your honest opinion about it. Very, very serious.
I'll try.
But the question here is, why are Nigerian comedians, all right, not having their Netflix specials or their specials on places that people and even international audience can actually see? Is it the fact that they are not like, they don't have what it takes to give international audiences, or they're just laid back, or is it a problem of Netflix or a problem of advertisement as well?
There you go. So we're not in the space where we determine what happens to our craft. We're in the space where the world, these platforms, they would have to determine what happens with our craft and our content. For example, Netflix do no longer commission. So it is no longer on me to want to give, is that they are not buying. So if I invest my funds and I do it, who would buy it? And how do I also recoup what I put in doing it? So YouTube is like my only
safe place to.
Yeah, which of course would not really be go global if I put it there.
Absolutely.
But that's what I'm left with.
Absolutely.
So it's not a me thing. It's that there are no platforms available to consume what we have.
Are there no platforms available to consume what we have, or is it the case that what we have are not interesting to these platforms?
I want to disagree.
Tell me.
Music, Lahore.
No, but I know Lahore. No, I'm trying to say it's just about what your craft now.
Yes.
Because as much as possible, Nigerians may say that they are hungry, but Nigerians are still having 4 or 5 square
That's what I'm
meals.
saying. Yeah,
you
but this is
understand?
beyond now. This is not beyond our Nigerian market. Is that we want these things to go global, and the platforms that are global are not Nigerian platforms.
But Nigerians are everywhere.
Yeah, but the platforms are not owned by Nigerians, so they will determine what to fly. So I'm saying that Netflix and other platforms under P are not asking for this content. In short, they've stopped commissioning, even for Nollywood too. So it is no longer a stand-up comedy problem. It's also a Nollywood problem. They no longer commission. So if I do these specials, if I spend the money
To do the special.
to do it, like, I have to fly in a DB from SC, flying the guys who know how to do it. When I'm done, will I eat it? How do
It's
I
a rhetorical
push it?
question.
So YouTube is now my
your
go-to
safe
space,
place.
which of course, there's no guarantee that it will fly. It might not, it might.
You're very, very correct. Nollywood is out. Comedians are out. You can't do specials. Nollywood can't post videos because, of course, they're not commissioning.
Yeah.
We're going to short break right now, and when we return, FUNNYBONE and Pascal will be like on your TV screen. Do not go nowhere. It's trending. Welcome back to Trending. Now, I know it's been very heated, right from the one couple, but let's talk about the projects that you're working on right now. What projects are you working on?
There's a movie I'm preparing to shoot in Enugu. It's not mine, so I can't give you details.
Okay, no.
But it's big, Igbo film, big.
Epic?
Yeah, epic. No, not epic, but Igbo story, but big.
Okay.
You feature some of the, OGs in the game. Then my show is, my annual show is June 8th.
Oh, okay, come through.
FUNNYBONE Live Timeless, June 8th. Eco Hotel. You know, we shut down Lagos every year June.
Don't allow it.
You know, this will be the 90th year, you know, 90th edition.
Back to back, aside
Back
from
to
when
back.
there was coronavirus.
Yeah, back to back in a row. So yeah, that's what I'm prepping now to do June 8th and just trying to make it work.
Absolutely, shout out to Bassem, man. And shout out to you as well. Thank you so much for coming through
Thank you.
on Trending. And I wish you Godspeed and good fortune with your show coming up.
Thank
For
you.
the ninth time, you're doing the show.
Yo, I will not stop, you know. Like I said, the older,
The older it gets,
the sweeter. It's like French wine.
Exactly, like French wine. But shout out to you, and of course, we wish you Godspeed, good fortune with everything you're doing. Your movie that's coming up as well is going to be a hit.
Thank you so much.
And more inspiration as well, and more and more energy and more grace to your
Thank you for
elbows as
having me,
well.
man. Thank
Anyways, thank you so very much for being trending as well. Make sure you follow us on all our social platforms at Hip TV. It works for Instagram and of course for TikTok as well. Now, if you enjoyed this episode and of course you want to see more beautiful episode of us on Trending, it's very, very easy. Go to YouTube right now and of course check it out at Hip TV. A lot of episodes here. You want to check it out as well. Also on your terrestrial TV across 45 countries in Africa. All right, Trending airs at the 9 a.m. hour in the morning and the 8 p.m. hour repeat version, channel 324 on DSTV and 22 on GoTV. Thank you so much, FUNNYBONE, for coming through. My name is Pascal, and until we're coming your way again, I'm going to go up with Lua.